You know what kind of man Abu Bakr was? He wasn't a big guy, but he had a big heart. Today we have many big guys. The big guys do it for the wrong reason. And we don't have enough people who have big enough heart for the truth. And that's the problem. We have enough sellouts. We have enough people, you know, who will go and beat up some other innocent person or somebody who's weaker than them. But will they ever do anything strong for the sake of Allah? They won't, because it dents their macho-ness. That's what it is. And the Prophet ﷺ spoke about the strong man. He said the strong man is the one who can control his anger. Oh, so he who can punch out somebody's lights. And Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, you know what kind of man he was? Aisha radiallahu anha narrates, he was thin. He was so thin that his trousers would not remain around his waist. Subhanallah, he was so thin that his eyes had sunk in, that you could see the bones in his fingers, they would protrude because he was so thin. And when he would walk, he didn't walk with a step. He didn't walk with an attitude. He actually walked with a stoop. But they say Abu Bakr was the weakest in body. But when it came to the commands of Allah, he was the strongest. When you look at macho men and you make them your role models, then why don't you compare them with the Prophet ﷺ? The Prophet ﷺ fought with people for what? Not to beat people, not to bring them closer to Allah. In the time of the Prophet ﷺ, there was a man called Ruqana. And Ruqana was the undisputed wrestler of his time. In those days, Umar ibn Khattab and Khalid bin Walid were wrestlers. But nobody had ever defeated Ruqana. And upon occasion he came to the Prophet ﷺ and he said, "Oh Muhammad, if you beat me, I will embrace Islam." And the Prophet ﷺ got happy. He got elated. He said, "Will you actually embrace Islam if I beat you?" He said, "Yes." And he grabbed Ruqana and he floored